guys, this is going to be our ultimate seated abs sequence. We'll start out in Sukhasana, comfortable cross-legged position. We're going to bring the hands onto the knees, and we're going to start off with what's called Sufi grinds. We're going to inhale, circle the chest around to the front. As you exhale, scoop the belly in, round through the back. Inhale, press the heart and the chest forward. Exhale, round through the back. So as you're doing this, since we're working on the abs, try to make this movement initiated from all the muscles in the center of the body. We're working on getting as much movement as we can in the upper body and feeling that nice scoop in with the abs as you round through the back. After you've done a few in one direction, you can switch, go the opposite way. Trying to keep with that breath. Inhale to the front, exhale as you come back. Trying to use the control of the abs too to keep the lower body as still as you can, and it's really just the upper body that's making that nice big circle. Let's take one more circle this way. We'll come up. We're going to bring the arms out to the sides. So for our twisting, we always inhale through the center, lengthen up through the spine. On your exhale, take a twist to the right. Inhale, center, exhale, twist left. So we're going to just go back and forth with the breath like that. Exhale into your twist, inhale, center. Let's take one more twist each side. Now this time, taking your hands onto your shoulders. This is another move from Kundalini Yoga. We're going to take the fingers in front of the shoulder, thumb behind the shoulder. Keep the elbows up high so that they're at the same height as the shoulders. We're going to inhale left, exhale right. All that twisting is happening from the core, keeping that control. Being especially mindful to keep the lower abs in and active. One more full breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale back to center. We'll sweep the arms up. So keeping up with those twists, we're going to exhale, deep twist to the right, left hand to the outside of the right knee. Inhale, pull yourself back up to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale brings you right back up. So we're alternating once again, just going a little bit deeper into our twists. Keeping in mind that you want to stay really high on the sitting bones, you want to stay toward the front of the sitting bones, so that way we know that the lower back is lifted and that the front of the body is really long. We're not starting to roll or to crunch back. We'll take one more inhale and then exhale to the left. And we inhale, come up. This time, let's interlace the fingers, flip the palms up to the ceiling, really long through the front of the body, especially through the abs. We'll exhale, round back, press the palms to the front of the room. Inhale, lengthen the abs. Exhale, curl, contract. Work that movement with the breath. Inhale, length. Exhale, activate. Then we'll take one more inhale, coming up, flipping the hands to face each other. We'll exhale, side bend over to the right. Use the abs on the left side of the body to pull yourself back up through center. Exhale, left hand down. Get into that nice deep side bend. Inhale, pull yourself back up to center. So this is focusing right on the obliques, and you want to make sure that as you come up, you're using the obliques on the opposite side of the body to pull instead of pushing yourself with the arm. Let's take one more each side. Coming back up to center, reaching up through the hands. Exhale down through the heart. Now let's roll over onto our hands and knees. And then sit back onto your heels for hero pose or virasana. We're going to take our hands right along the sides of the knees. Really strong lift through the lower abdominals for this one. We're going to lift the knees up off the floor. So tops of the feet are touching. And then slowly release down. This is a nice one because it works on the upper back too. Get some arm strength in here. Take an exhale, lift up, pull the lower abs in. Of course, if this bothers you, you always have that option to go up on the fists instead of on the palms. You don't want to bother the hands. So try coming up, hold it up here for a little while. Get a little bit more challenge to your endurance. And we can exhale, lower it down. Now let's bring the feet out to one side. Come into mermaid pose. We're going to take, I'm going to have my feet off to the right side. So the left sole of the foot is on top of the right thigh. Make sure that the top of the right foot is on the mat so that your foot isn't going sideways or twisting into your knee. We'll take our inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhalation brings us up to center. Exhale, slide out to the left. Now this is where we go a little bit deeper. Nice side bend. And then just like we did before to come out of our side bend, we're using the obliques instead of pushing with the arm to come up. Little side to side flow here. Make your descent controlled and then activate to come back up to center. A lot of these movements are going to be more intense if you really focus on that activation, because you can kind of go through the movements and make it look okay. But if you really want to focus on strengthening your core, strengthening your abs, you can feel that activation more when you really concentrate. We'll come back up to center, drop down through the heart, and let's switch the legs over to the other side. This time, the top of the left thigh and the right sole of the foot are in contact. My left foot is back, top of the foot is on the mat. I'm going to take my inhale, lengthen. We'll exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, pull up to center. Exhale, over into that deeper side bend. I'm going to use the muscles on the left side, the left obliques to come back up. And then just keep going back and forth with that little flow. Making sure that you're not compensating with the arm as you come up, so don't push yourself up. Use the oblique muscles to come back up. Let's take one more each side. Back up to center, hands down to the heart, and then we'll roll over into a seated position. So if we're doing a seated ab sequence, we can't leave out boat pose. There's a couple different variations that you can do if you're a beginner and you're still working on building up some of that strength in your core in order to hold that good posture in your boat. You can start out with the toes on the floor. Give yourself a little bit of support so that you can feel that you're rolling the hips forward, you're staying up on the sitting bones, you're not sinking into the lower back, because that's going to make that area very vulnerable. So feel that posture first. That's the most important part here. Then if you feel like you want to come up, you might want to start by taking a strap around the ball of the foot so that you can control that ascent with the legs by holding onto the strap. Give the arms into that a little bit. Still thinking about rolling the pelvis forward, keeping the lower back lifted. When you feel like you can hold that good posture in the lower back and keep the chest open, go ahead and drop that strap and take the arms out. So if you get tired, you always have the option, use your hands behind the legs, and even if you do take the hands to the back of the legs, it doesn't mean that you're doing all the work with the arms. You can kind of grade it a little bit, just give yourself like that little extra assistance. back in your boat. Check your breath. Draw your shoulders back. Make sure that the heart is open. On your exhale, drop the legs down. Send them straight out. Bring your strap off to the side. We're going to take an inhale to lengthen up. On your exhale, curl back. Join the hands out in front. Inhale, find your length. And exhale, round. Couple more like that. It's up to you how far you want to come back. Maybe you only want to go a couple inches back. Maybe you want to stay high. Or if you're feeling really strong, you might want to go lower back, almost to touch the floor. We'll take our inhale, lengthen through the front of the body. Exhale, fold over the legs. Just get a little counter stretch here.